Hi, it's Carrie from ClassHouseCoaching.com, and I just want to show you a really simple recipe for the 21-day fix. I have been doing the 3-day refresh. I feel amazing, but I am excited to start the 21-day fix tomorrow. There's a little more food that I get to eat, a little more variety with the 3-day refresh rather. It's pretty strict in what you can and can't eat, and it's pretty limited in calories. So I'm excited. I'll feel like I'm feasting like a queen when I start the 21-day fix tomorrow. So what I'm doing today is prepping for that so that when tomorrow comes, I have something to eat for lunch and I have something throughout the week that I can just pull from very quickly, and even my kids are going to love this. So I'm just going to show you some of the ingredients first off, and then I'll get to some of the cooking part of it in a bit. So these are going to be egg white muffins. All you will need is a carton just like this, a large carton of 100% pure egg whites, or you could do it the old-fashioned way and crack your eggs and use just the egg whites just like that. I prefer to buy the carton just because it's easier and less mess. I've already prepped, I'll show you in a bit, I've already prepped some peppers. I've got some red ones and I've got some yellow ones just for some variety and color, because who doesn't like color in their food, right? And then I also have some spinach. I've just chopped up some spinach, and again I'll show you some of that as well. And then the other ingredients that you'll need to add a little extra flavor are some garlic powder and some onion powder. And these are totally optional. You can add them or not. And then pepper. And I'm going to have this recipe posted up on my website as well, so you can check it out there, ClassHouseCoaching.com. You can click on the link and it will take you straight there to this recipe. You'll also need a 12-tin muffin pan, just like this. And I'm just going to spray this lightly so that, you know, we're not going to have muffin containers, I guess, or the paper containers. So you're going to want to have some way so it doesn't stick, because you're going to have eggs in there, and if you don't spray it and prep it, then it will stick. So I just have pure olive oil spray from Pam. Real simple to use and easy, and it doesn't add any calories or fat or anything. It's approved on the 21-day fix. And so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these ingredients that I have here already, and I'm just going to put some in my muffin tins. And I'll show you, if you can't see this, I'll show you when I'm done what it looks like. But I'm just going to pile, you know, just like a little bit from my fingers in here, washed up and ready. Alright, so I've got in the bottom of these, and I'm going to put all my ingredients together. I'm going to mix them all in. So I've got the red peppers. I'm going to add some yellow peppers here, just a few in each of the muffin tins, and then I'm going to add some spinach, and this is going to give it some really good flavor. And I don't totally have all of the peppers chopped up. I wanted to show you. It's real easy to just chop it up and then throw it in there. I prefer, what I've found with cooking, I cook a lot now, and what I prefer is to have the ingredients prepped and ready so that I'm not sitting here wasting time and looking through my cabinets and closets and pantries and making sure. And the other thing is, it avoids that last minute, oh my gosh, I'm out of whatever ingredient that you might need for that recipe. And so I try very hard to have all my ingredients prepped and ready, again, so I don't have that last minute, oh no, I'm out of peppers or onions or eggs, because that's one of the main ingredients in this recipe, or egg whites. So you want to make sure you have those on hand, right? So as I'm doing this, I just want to talk a little about the 21-day fix. Alright, and then I'm going to add my spinach. 21-day fix is a newer program that Beachbody has put out, probably within the last year or so, and it is a great program for people who are trying to lose weight and who just have real issues with portion control. I would say that that's the majority of the United States. Wouldn't you agree? The majority of people in general struggle with portion control. A lot of people know what they are supposed to eat. Let me just wipe my hands off here. A lot of people know what they're supposed to eat, but when it comes down to it, do they really know how much they're supposed to eat? Or if they know how much to eat, do they really stick to how much they're supposed to eat? 21 Day Fix knocks that out of the park because it gives you portion control containers, and I'm going to show you what these containers would count for, and that's going to be again at the bottom of the recipe too on my website. But it knocks that out of the park, and it gives you portion control containers and tells you how much you can eat in a day, and if it fits in that container, you can eat it. And then you just have a little spreadsheet, a little sheet that will go on your refrigerator that you check off each day when you've eaten those items. So it's super simple. All right, so I have my ingredients in my muffin pans here. All right, so now I'm just gonna take and I'm gonna fill in, if I can open this up, haha. I'm just gonna fill in these muffin containers with the egg whites here, and I shook it up a little. We wanna make sure that we fill it to the top because it's very important that you get all your good nutrients in there and you don't cheat yourself. Because if you've ever done this nutrition plan before, while it's not a starvation diet by any stretch of the imagination, what I will tell you is there are certain containers that are very precious. Now, fortunately, this doesn't use any of those containers. The yellow ones are very precious. So if you've done this before, you'll know that those are precious ones. But all of them are really precious because it's food that you're consuming. And you want to make sure that you're fueling your body properly. So if you're not measuring it off correctly, you're not getting the right calories that you need for the day. All right, now I'm gonna finish this off with some pepper. I'm just gonna do a quick rush through. I feel like such a cook these days. I feel like I don't know. All right, now I'm gonna sprinkle some onion powder on the top. Just real quickly, I'm gonna dab it on. And it does not need to be mixed in because as it's cooking, it'll bake in, it'll seep into the ingredients, and it'll mix in very nicely. You could stir it up, and maybe I will do that just to make sure that it all nicely goes in together. And you know what? I'm going to do it really quickly with this knife right here. Really simple and easy. All the ingredients are mixed in together. This is going to come out nice and pretty when it's all finished. I'm going to show you the pre-product here. All right, can you see those? So I'm not going to tip them too much, but inside each little muffin cup is my individual egg McMuffin. So I'm going to come back shortly and I'll show you the finished product. All right, so let's wrap this up. I have just gotten out of the oven my egg muffins. Ooh, don't those look tasty? I am so excited to have these tomorrow. I think this is going to be my lunch tomorrow. So 2 of these equal 1 red container and 1 green container. You've got your vegetables and you've got your protein in there. The best part about this, as I said before, is it doesn't use a yellow container. If you're familiar with the 21 Day Fix, you know that the yellow containers are so precious because that's your carbohydrates. So that's what's the awesome part. 21 Day Fix, if you're not familiar with it, I'm just going to go real quickly over it. There are tiny little containers that come, they're actually not as tiny as you think, but there's containers that come with this product along with the workout routine, along with a meal plan just like this, and it'll have recipes, and I'm actually using some of these recipes and creating my own, and also I've got a ton on Pinterest as well. And so I'll give you that link too if you want to follow my Pinterest board. I'm pinning things, and I will, like I said, I'll put all these recipes, and follow me along in the next 21 days to see how I do with the 21 Day Fix. If you're interested in joining a challenge group, our next one is going to be starting mid-January. Most likely January 19th is when our next one will begin. So let's talk. Fill out the information below. Tell us why you're interested in joining the 21 Day Fix, and we will get you rolling on that. Most people lose close to 10 to 15 pounds the first 21 days that they do this program. So I'm excited to work with you, and I'm excited to see those results with you. Let's get started, and I'm going to get this prepped and in the refrigerator so I can have it tomorrow. Thanks. Have a great day. Klaus House Coaching.